And we are here talking about Assassin's Creed Unity. Nitai, thank you very much for your time.
Problem. Happy to be here.
Now, you just showed me a brief demo of what we're going to be playing. Obviously, there's a lot more to the game. We just quick level and a quick assassination, but you open it up to the fact that there's more than one way to take out your target.
Yeah, for sure. So all of the assassination missions are very open-ended. We really want the players to discover their own opportunities and play the mission their own way, depending on their play style, depending on the opportunities that they discover, the things they might already know about the environment from exploring it before.
Right.
That's really important to us.
You talked about the interiors as well, because now we're inside, outside, seamlessly.
Yeah. All of the interiors in the game are completely seamless. All of the landmarks have fully realized interiors. You can just walk in through the front door, climb through a window. There's no load times. Actually, about 1/4 of the houses in the world have seamless interiors as well. So it just means that even though the city is incredibly vast, it's also very dense. There's places to explore everywhere.
Now, you're weaving your way through a crowd. Population of these crowds can vary from, you were saying, 1,000 to multiple thousands?
Yeah, we can reach crowds in the thousands. Yeah, the crowd in the demo is a few hundred. That was pretty modest. It looks impressive, but we actually can go much, much bigger than that.
That's thankful for next-gen consoles, I guess.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's only because of the new hardware that we're able to do this.
The game looks beautiful. Graphically, it is phenomenal. How does the team focus and pick a location to design and kind of work around what they want to achieve and present to the players?
Okay, so in terms of the city of Paris, we knew that this was a really good opportunity because it's arguably the most beautiful city in the world. Of course, Ubisoft being a French company, there were a lot of people that were very interested in going there, but there was also a lot of people for whom Paris was a really important place in their heart. So we knew that we needed the power of next-gen technology to really fully realize it. So because of the new hardware, because of our updates to the engines and our new tools, we're able to do the city justice.
Okay.
And in terms of picking locations for missions and things like that, we look at historical context, we look at events of the French Revolution, things that happened that might make an interesting backdrop for a mission, where they happened, like the storming of the Bastille or things like that. And then we also look at the landmarks because we want to create them as realistically as possible, to look as much like real world as possible. So we look for what gameplay opportunities might already exist within the layouts of those landmarks.
Right.
Yeah, and we work from there.
How much bigger is the map compared to previous games? Each year we get a little bit bigger.
It keeps getting bigger, it's true. ACU is by far the largest city we've ever made. One thing that we did the math on and we're really impressed to see is that if you take all the playable space in Black Flag, all the land, and combine it, that's actually not as big as the city of Paris in ACU.
That is massive.
It's absolutely massive, yeah.
How do you keep the player focused then for one mission to the next mission without them just kind of wandering around and in a sense getting lost?
Well, players can wander around if they like.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the open world experience. The second you set foot in Paris, if you want to go from one side of the city to the other, you totally can. Some things that we do that might make that a bit more challenging is we have different difficulty levels for the different districts.
Okay.
And that is fully available information. Players can tell they're walking into a harder district, and in that area they're going to encounter guards that are they're better armed, they're more aggressive, and if you're pretty early in your progression, you might find it very challenging to survive there.
Right.
So that's just to gently encourage you to stay within the safer zones, but it's entirely up to the player. It's all about player choice in the end.
Now, Arnaud is our new protagonist.
Yes.
Where does he come from? What's his background?
So Arnaud is a young man who grew up in Versailles, and he's best friends with a woman named Elise, and they've known each other all their lives. Arnaud's of a mixed ethnicity, part French, part something else. Sometimes I forget.
That's okay.
But he's part French, and he's someone who's chosen the path of becoming an assassin.
Okay.
And his best friend Elise chose the path of becoming a Templar. And they kind of get some interesting tension, and it makes things complicated for them.
That's for sure.
Nobles are ripe enough fruits, but the church has been leeching off the people for centuries. We crack their vaults. The Grand Master cannot fail to recognize our work.
As you say, monsieur.
Good.
basically, in terms of gear, you can customize everything that you're wearing, and they're all individual pieces. So you can change your hood, you can change your coat, you can change your boots, your gloves, things like that, and you mix and match them to create the character that looks the way you want it to look.
Right.
Also, the equipment all have different attributes. So you might want to make a character that's really, really stealthy and hard to detect, or you might want to make a character that's really good at doing parkour and running across rooftops and gets really strong eagle vision pulse and things like that. So it's really up to your personal play style. But we also have abilities that you can unlock. You gain skill points through playing missions. You also gain them by finding skill point collectibles that we hide in the world.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So it encourages people to be thorough and look around.
Yep.
And you can use those to unlock whatever skills you want. We promise that if we have the largest city we've ever had, there's going to be stuff to do everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. If you find some obscure location in the basement of a house or the basement of a landmark, chances are there's something to do there or something to collect there.
Perfect. Before we wrap this up, I want to talk about the multiplayer.
Okay.
Now, since further we've had competitive multiplayer, we're taking a shift from the competitive side of things this year, and we're going to a co-op.
Yes.
Multiplayer.
Yes, it's all about working together. It's not about attacking each other anymore. It's about working together. Co-op has really been the focus for Assassin's Creed Unity. It's one of the reasons why the game is called Unity.
Yep.
It's a really big deal for us that for the first time you can finally play Assassin's Creed with your friends, 4 players. I will tell you, it isn't just missions. You can actually explore the city of Paris together.
That's cool.
Yeah, so if your friend has collected everything in the city, maybe he can help you out to find a couple collectibles that you haven't been able to locate yet. Or if there's a district that's very difficult and you're not high enough level to explore it, your friends can come with you, help you out. And then while you're in the city exploring, there is tons of co-op content designed specifically for co-op.
Okay.
You can play it single player if you want, but it's going to be a lot more guards, they're going to be a bit harder, and it just encourages you to play with your friends.
Awesome. That's great.
All right.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.